We're driving off of a Middle Fork trip kind of the day we decided to move here. And just, you know, it's just such a beautiful area. We like to ride our mountain bikes, we trail run, we do a lot of whitewater activities, we hunt, we fish, and it's just perfect for all of those activities.
Welcome to Salmon, Idaho, land of friendly people, history, music, art, and outdoor fun. It's what we call pure therapy.
Well, we're here because Salmon offers everything that we enjoy doing. The whitewater rafting is probably the thing that brought us here. I remember sitting in this park a few years ago as we're getting ready for a Maine salmon float and thinking, man, what a great community Salmon is.
You know, I love whitewater rafting. I love to get in the boat and float, and even not the whitewater, even this section right through town. It can be a very family-friendly float, and if you just go a little bit further downriver, you can get a nice piece of whitewater. If you're lucky enough to draw a permit, you can get on the Middle Fork of the Salmon, you can get on the Maine salmon in the height of the season.
As you can probably tell by the name, Salmon, Idaho is famous for fishing. The Salmon River flows with therapeutic waters that may contain, but not limited to, trout, salmon, steelhead, and more. You're a long way from the big city, but you're close to perfection, a place where each season brings its own type of fishing and catching.
The mountain biking is something that I started before we moved here, but I'm really doing a lot more of it since we've lived here. There's several events in town or near town that are really good mountain bike events, a couple of endurance events, and multi-day things.
This is just the tip of the mountain. If you really want to taste, you'll find dining in Salmon, Idaho sits right on the corner of obsession and therapy.
You're at the Shady Nook restaurant. Been a fixture in Salmon for many years.
My name's Kayla Pyle, and I'm the manager of the Shady Nook. The Shady Nook is the only place in Salmon, Idaho where you can get a fine dining experience. All our steaks are Angus certified, and all of our sauces are house made.
You normally get a steak with béarnaise sauce or bourbon glaze, or your fish with various sauces and capers and so forth.
Pure awesomeness. We sell these like crazy.
So we put our personal touch on practically every dish that we serve.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You're welcome.
Excellent. Oh, it's just perfect.
It's good.
Hi, I'm Katie Stratton, and I'm part owner of the Junkyard Bistro. I co-own it with Mary Whalen in Salmon, Idaho. We wanted to stand out from the crowd in Salmon and bring the small town something a little different that everybody can enjoy without having to drive for 3 hours.
They'll fill up out back of the patio, the dining room, the whole bar will be full.
We try new recipes, and if they don't have the wow or the pop that we're looking for, they don't go on the menu. We really like fresh food, something light and not heavy, so I think that's why we gravitate more towards the Thai, which they have rice and noodles, and things are more light, just so you can still move around after dinner a little bit. We would love for you to stop in and try some of our amazing food. So whether you're a burger fan, sandwiches, or even like a rice bowl, we have something for you.
The food is always fantastic.
At the Junkyard Bistro in Salmon, Idaho.
The Junkyard!
You know, we like a small town setting. We like the community feel of a small town.
Something that I like about this community are the parades. I'm a sucker for a parade, and it's just a nice kind of small town feel. Salmon never lost that. So it's a good town. People are friendly here.
Whether you prefer camping, hotel or motel, RV park, or bed and breakfast, Salmon has the perfect place to stay while you play.
Hello, this is John and Nancy Cummings. We're the owners of the 100 Acre Wood Lodge at North Fork, Idaho. We are 23 miles north of Salmon on Highway 93, and we're 20 miles away from the Montana border, which is also the Lost Trail ski area. Well, I started cutting logs and building in 1978. And then it was just a hobby and
And a home.
for my family and I. And we have a bed and breakfast lodge here, and the lake is 1.5 acres, and there's a mile of groomed trails back to the North Fork River and all through the woods back there, which people love that because it's all natural. Lots of animals, a lot of elk, deer, bear, some wolves once in a while.
Never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah. Lewis and Clark apparently split up, and half of them went over the top of the mountain and came down this ravine just right across the street from the lodge, and the other half went down the river, the Salmon River, to find a passage to the Nez Perce country. Tours are like Jeep tours into the high country all over the whole county, and then we also have horseback riding, we have gold mining, metal detecting.
You're not waiting in line to see and do stuff. We think that that's a real big draw.
We hope you will come and join us at the 100 Acre Wood Lodge for a great night's stay, guided adventure tours, and great hometown hospitality and great breakfasts.
Like I said, it's kind of your own little private Idaho.
Salmon does not shutter up in the wintertime. People get outside and play. And it can be a long winter and it can be a cold winter, but there's a lot going on and it's a lot of fun.
Lost Trail is a family-owned and run ski hill. We've been running since 1938. We started off as a ski club way back in the day, and we've progressed into this. We have 5 chairlifts and 3 surface lifts. Got a nice bunny hill. Our average snowfall is around 325 to 350 inches a year. We sit right on top of the Continental Divide on the border of Montana and Idaho, and it allows us to have, you know, a little bit cooler weather, which is nice because it keeps the snow really light and cold, which is what everybody wants, is that soft white powder. Half of our ski hill, which is that way, is into Idaho, and that way is over into Montana. When you get up on top of Chair 1, you can really look over into the Idaho side, and that gives you a beautiful view of the tops of the Beaverhead Mountains and the limb heights looking toward the Salmon Valley. When you go up on top of Chair 4, which is our Montana side, you can look all the way down the Bitterroot Valley. You know, we have a really good family-friendly vibe here, and we love it.
So hockey. Salmon is also a hockey town, and it's hardcore because the hockey rink is outdoors. It's none of this fancy schmancy indoor arena stuff. It's outside, and if you're cold, you better bundle up and build another fire.
It's really a community activity. It's an awesome sport, a lot of camaraderie. We've had as many as 10 out-of-town teams come. They come from all around Idaho Falls, Missoula, Butte, Bozeman, Sun Valley, Boise. Teams from Utah come up.
Just through volunteers and fundraisers, we were able to get a piece of city land and put this hockey rink in. The out-of-towners love coming to Salmon for our tournament because of the mountains, the blue skies, and then we have the public rink right next door so the kids could skate.
Hockey in Salmon, Idaho is pure therapy.
We have groomed cross-country ski trails. There's a network of trails south of town, there's a network of trails north of town, and there's also a groomed trail up Carmen Creek.
And cross-country skiing in Salmon, Idaho is pure therapy. Cross-country skiing is pure therapy.
Another sport that's gaining popularity is the use of fat tire bikes or snow bikes.
So they're riding bikes all winter long around here, and all year long around.
All year long.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, we hope you'll come and join us in Salmon, Idaho. To find out more, go to visitsalmonvalley.com. Salmon, Idaho. It's pure therapy.
talk, so if you want to say something, you better speak up.
I know, yeah.
I'm just going to pinch you when you're done.
Will you document that when she pinches me?
He's the master hunter, but I've been tagging along, mostly for the workout. The thing about salmon, you go out into the outdoors and you're alone, you know, and you're not really alone, but you feel like you're alone. You go to a trailhead in other towns and there are 50 cars in the parking lot and you're camping right next to people and you can really get away from everyone around here. And it's all real close and you can be outside all by yourself recharging. We love that.
And you want to keep this place a secret?
I know.